Hello and welcome back everyone to another recording session, behind the scenes video. My name is once again Visual Pony and I hope that you are all well. As you can see on screen here, I'm recording this with my OBS, my wonderful Blue Yeti. So I also have my Blue Snowball right over here that I use for my gaming streams and my gaming videos. On my gaming PC that's standing there, there's a gaming laptop that's 6 years old that I'm using for my audiobooks. And for that, it's actually pretty good. And for, a little bit older games like BioShock and stuff. Anywho, today I didn't do much. I actually went ahead and recorded a few gaming videos that you might have already seen, which are of Parasite Eve. Recorded the first 2 episodes of that one, and the first recording of that, oh my god, a few things went wrong, which is why I eventually taped the lead of my Blue Snowball to the microphone, because it popped out at the beginning and I didn't notice, so the first 20 minutes of that video are quite literally my phone audio. Not fun. Anyhow, the synchronizing that was not fun at the end, believe me. Anyhow, for today's story, or one of the stories that I'm going to record today, I have chosen Snuggles Are Best Cuddles by The Abyss. I just need something, a little pick-me-up, something cute. And so I thought, why not this one? And I found no valid reason why not this one. So we're going to record this one. So let me get my fingers ready. And let's begin. Holy crap, guys. I really think I might have, just contracted diabetes. This story is so freaking sweet. And as you can see, I've added it to my favorites. The Abyss did a really great job here. Let me just adjust this microphone so I can actually use the keyboard. By the Abyss. I am so... the thing is, I'm discovering this more and more. If you look at older stories from our fandom, they are usually very well written. And this story, for example, was written in 2015. When the fandom was not that old yet. And it shows. It really shows. Because nowadays you find a lot of Fallout Equestria. You find a lot of horror stories. Oh wait, I have a few things in here that can actually be deleted. I need to keep a little bit of... I need to keep this a little bit more orderly, because otherwise I'll get confused with what stories I already uploaded and whatnot. But back then, the whole thing was Love and Tolerate. That was still, going strong. You wouldn't believe how much hate, how much prejudice, how much just negativity I personally, first-hand experience, have encountered in our fandom. It is really disheartening. A few people who know me personally know this, but there have been things that I can't talk about here that basically caused the channel growth to stagnate, simply because there was some drama that people who weren't even part of it got involved in, and tried to literally run me off of YouTube. It's stuff like that I experienced in the Brony fandom, and that kind of disillusioned me to the whole concept of love and tolerate. I tolerate basically everyone. I judge everyone as an individual. I don't put people into boxes. But that really was a slap in the face to me back then. And I can assure you that since then I have also become a lot less, how to put this, open. Because back then I was also... What does this get away? Back then I was also a lot more open and approachable. But another thing that you guys might not know, I actually had a stalker at some point. And got so far that when I was doing Project Horizons back in the day, someone found my private phone number, my cell phone number. So one day I was at work. I was still in nurses training, and there was this call that I got. My phone rang, and I had this Bluetooth earpiece, that I had bought specially for work, so I could, while driving, could listen to stuff, and so that my boss could reach me, so that I didn't have to get my phone out of the pocket every time. And so my phone rings while I'm washing a patient in their home, and I tap my earpiece. I'm telling my patient, I'm like, I'm sorry, there's a call coming in, must be my boss, or maybe there's something, maybe there's a family emergency, because I told my father only to call me at work if there's something important going on. And at the time, those were basically the only people who would call me at work. And then suddenly someone is talking to me in English. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And then I put a blanket over my patient and was like, would you excuse me for a moment? In German, of course. Would you excuse me for a moment? I have to take this. And then I went to the other room, took my phone out of my pocket, and I saw that it was a call from New York. And I then very quietly asked the person on the other end, who the hell is this? And what do you want? And they were like, are you saying my real name? I'm like, yes. Oh, you're a Visual Pony, aren't you? And I'm like, yes. Oh, I'm such a big fan. I found your number and I wanted to talk to you so bad. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? You're calling me right now from the United States. I am at work. I gave you no permission to call me. I don't know who you are. This is an invasion of privacy. Never call me again. And another person who was living a lot closer, they found my private Facebook, my private Twitter. They found all of my social media. They even found me on Steam. And kept bugging me. It was really, really scary at times. It came to the point where I couldn't go online and on any social media or any, even Steam. I couldn't go live, or not live, but online, without them immediately being in my DMs. It came so far that I really just wanted to block them everywhere and disappear off the internet. Just drop my YouTube channel, and because back in the day, it was just my channel, Pony&Wolf Productions didn't exist yet. I wanted to drop Visual Pony Audiobook Productions and just leave. Just stop doing stuff. And yeah. It was very scary because that person found information about me that I didn't make public, that I didn't put anywhere on my YouTube. And yeah, I can tell you this much. It is scary. It is scary. It is, and that is why nowadays I am very, very careful. I am so very, very careful. I don't want to feel like that ever again. I mean, I'm still approachable. You can, like, when you meet me at a con, just say hi. I will likely say hi back. But please accept that I will not spend all day with you. And that I am likely there to meet with friends. Sure, I will talk to you, and maybe there's even the possibility that I will introduce you to my friends, but just, don't just follow me around or suddenly pop up. I've had that happen too. Like at GalaCon, where we used to hold a panel almost every year. Like, we were asked actually for next year, but we had to decline due to financial reasons. So for 2022, we could not afford to hold a panel. So I've had the situation where after a panel, I had 2 people just tailing me, just pestering me. It was so bad that I eventually went to one of the volunteers and was like, look, I held a panel about 5 hours ago. All I want to do is have a bit of fun here with my friends, and we kind of want to leave the con now because these guys are constantly like following us around, pestering us with or me specifically with questions. Could you please do something about it? And as much as I hate to say it, those guys did get asked to leave. But that's the thing. Yes, I do love holding panels. I love interacting with people. But, just following me everywhere, even like standing in front of the restrooms waiting for me to come back out, is a bit creepy. Or taking pictures of me while I dig into a hamburger, which has also happened at GalaCon. I'm not that well known, I know that. But apparently there are at least a few people who like what I do, and I appreciate that. But please don't get starstruck or do stuff like that, because I am just a normal guy who, wants to do his stuff. When I'm at a con, I'm there to have fun. That is my most important goal. To put this into complete perspective for you, the last 2 times that I held a panel at GalaCon with Midnight, I actually didn't want to hold a panel. I didn't. I wanted to go to have fun, and Midnight, never having held a panel before, wanted to hold a panel. And I said, okay, you know what? I am a little bit more well-known. How about I apply for a panel with you as a co-host? Because that has a higher chance to, succeed. And we then did that. And the recording of that panel is actually still on this channel. And she was very miffed when they did not use the panel announcement text that I had sent them. I had sent them a panel announcement text where we both were in it, you know, and instead they advertised the panel, like we called it Voice Acting 101. And I wrote this really nice text with, "Your voice is magical, and let us, Visual Pony and Midnight 29, help you to unleash the magic of your voice. Bring it to its full potential," you know, stuff like that. The text that Galacon actually put into their pamphlet was, first of all, they called it Visual Pony's Voice Acting Panel. Not Voice Acting 101. And the text in the pamphlet read, "Let the YouTube star Visual Pony help you with tips and tricks for your upcoming voice acting career." I face-palmed so hard because not only did that leave Midnight out of the equation completely, but I am no star. Especially not in the YouTube community. I mean, come on, guys. Let's get real here. There are way bigger pony YouTubers than me. Way bigger. I'm not a star. I'm, at the best, some silly guy who creates My Little Pony audiobooks. Or dramatic readings, if you might call it that. But calling me a star? That's a bit much, I would say. And so I can fully understand why Midnight got miffed about that. Because we were meant to hold this together, and we did. And the next year, we were both in the pamphlet thingy. So that year, I really didn't want to. Like, I really, really didn't want to. Midnight wanted, however, and so she convinced me. And so we did a panel. And then at the beginning of the panel, I did a bit where I was like, held the microphone, and I looked into the group, was like, and to the viewers, I was like, I actually do not want to be here. I didn't want to hold this panel at all. I was dragged here kicking and screaming. I'm literally here against my will. And everyone just looked at me. And then I laughed and was like, "Did you believe me?" And everyone just nodded. And I'm like, and that, my friends, is acting. Did you notice my voice? Did you notice how I changed my voice to give you the impression that I was serious? And everyone, there was just stunned silence. And I actually didn't want to be there. And what a lot of people just don't realize when I do these panels with Midnight, we only have a, very loose plan about what the panel is. And the rest is completely improvised. Like, everything I say is completely improvised.
Tia,
Luna whispered as she poked her head through her big sister's bedroom door. She inched her way inside and closed the door behind her, blocking the light. The door behind her. Okay, we need a door sound effect. Nope. I have a sound effect there. Door open, close. That should be it. Oh no, wait, that's for a pneumatic door. Then it's this one. Yep. Big sister's bedroom door. She closed the door behind. Closed the door behind. Pushed her way inside and closed the door behind her, blocking the light spilling in from the hallway. Now we need a nice little song. Fargo? Come on, I know you can do this. Wait, what? 10 days? You have not been on for 10 days, dude. I always shut my PCs down. Okay, something is not working right, I guess. Yes, we'll take that one. I'll take Fargo for 100, Jimmy. Don't know what the host of that particular show is called.
Yeah,
Luna whispered as she poked her head through her big sister. The only ponies still awake were the guards patrolling the hallways. Technically, she wasn't supposed to be out walking around, but there was something she wanted. Perfect for cuddles. When her sister held her and hadn't been able to do that lately. She was going to change that though. It was driving her crazy to keep her drapes open so that she could see the moon, but to each their own. She trotted across a carpeted floor and made it up to the bed, but was just barely able to poke her muzzle over the top of the mattress. That was the one thing. Nope. If in doubt, then for such a situation, always how it all began. because that is a very good song that fits. It was much too tall for her to climb on. Celestia didn't have any chairs for her.
Maybe I can climb up on that?
She saw.
Maybe I can climb up on that?
She sobbed, rubbing her jaw as she saw it. She reached up with a hoof and grabbed onto one of the intricate carvings in the wood and started pulling herself up. She struggled all the way up to the top. Sister, unknowing before she knew what was happening, Luna fell back with a surprised "eep" and hit her head on the ground. Now we'll fade it out. And hit her head on the ground. Yeah, that fits better. The other is more of a fist punch. And hit her head on the ground. Pain exploded from the point of impact. That is a song that I always use for very sad moments. Before she knew what was happening, Luna fell back with a surprised "eep" and hit her head on the ground. Pain exploded from the point of impact, making her curl up into a ball. Tears welled up in her eyes as she held the back of her head. She sniffled a few times before she started sobbing.
Who's there?
She heard herself sobbing even when creak.
Nah?
She felt sobbing even when she heard the bed frame creak. I'm pretty sure I have a bad sound effect. Let's see. I think this one. Oh no, is that... No, I don't want the Microsoft Store. Release it from my taskbar. I'll take this one. When she heard the bed frame creak. Even when she heard the bed frame creak. I suspected that. Sobbing even when she heard the bed frame creak.
Luna?
She felt her big sister swoop her up in her magic, pulling her close to felt her big sister swoop her up in her magic, pulling her close to her chest right above her forelegs, burying her head.
I just wanted to cuddle with you, but
her
I couldn't find my head.
Nuzzled her head into the crook of Celestia.
Oh, you poor thing.
She heard Celestia whisper.
You can sleep with me tonight if you want, little one.
Celestia said, laying a kiss on the back of Luna's head. Kiss on the back of... And I have actually the perfect kiss sound effect here. Oh, no, that's not the one. I have another one. I have to find it. Laying a kiss on the back of Luna's head. Would that make you feel better? Open a wing for her.
Thanks, sis.
Blinking.
Can you open your curtains? I sleep better when I see the moon.
Because there was once a voice actor that did lines for me for Fallout Equestria Project Horizons. She did an amazing job. She really did. And at one point I asked her to do lines for a comic dub. Sister's belly and laid her head down upon Celestia's forelegs, moments before she felt her sister's wicking her pink mane behind her head.
Can I see the moon?
Against her sister's belly and laid her head down upon Celestia's forelegs, moments before she felt her sister's wings surround her small form. Sure, Celestia whispered as she lit her horn. And for that comic dub, she had to do a kissing sound. I have ever since used that kissing sound because it was just amazing. Celestia whispered as she lit her horn. She opened all of the curtains. She asked.
It sure is.
She smiled and hummed in content as.
Hey, I'm sorry, folks.
Oh, it is quite all. She lit her horn and used her magic to pull open her. Nightstand. Here, while we went to eat it, I think you. Celestia pulled out the largest chocolate chip cookie she'd ever seen. It was easy. Celestia split the cookie in half with her magic and levitated one half to her waiting hooves.
Yay! Thanks, Tia.
Luna said as she munched. Anytime, Luna. Told me that Starswell is going, so I think you should get some rest. Luna snuggled closer to Celestia, pulling her wing into a bed. Celestia yawned and used her magic to pull the sheets up over them. I can't wait for you to fly with me, sis. Flying is the most wondrous thing. Celestia snuggling with me on a bed, said with a light giggle. And if you think just wait until you...
I can't wait.
I yawned and cried. The warmth from her sister's like the... She had a rather good feeling going to sleep well. I love you too, Lulu. You know, especially knowing what we as bronies know, what happens later, that she has to banish Luna to the moon. Oh. That is so sad. If you think about that, then it's so sad. It really is. So how long is this actually? Ooh, almost an hour. Huh. But that's kind of par for the course for stories of this length. If I only do standard cleaning. If I do deep cleaning, we would still be in the cleaning process, basically. Creator home. Posts, new. Audio. Optional artwork. Ah, yes, wait. We need the the picture of Luna first. Which is a cute Lulu picture. So cute. I want to snuggle her. Okay. MLP, MLPG4, MLP Film, Brony, Fanfiction, Audiobook. Did I forget anything? Princess Luna, Princess Celestia. Oh, and hashtag sweet. I hope I use the right hashtags here. Guys, I'm a kid of the 90s. I don't know hashtags. But yeah, that is so cute. Anyhow, guys, this is it for this behind the scenes video. I hope that you enjoyed it and that we will see each other in the next one. Stay safe, and I hope that this video finds you well in body and mind.